bigger here. But here, like shape a little bit like Julissa. A little bit more shape, please. I take like you can go use my finger. This guess. What do you
so far, right? Previous one.
right? Say to YouTube.
And it looks like you want 11 people or 8 people?
You send it to other people?
I ain't going.
Just send it. You want it? I don't want to call it. Yeah.
Watch it.
You would join. Remember to turn off your Too many people on it. I am so over you. Make it.
Oh, que no vean mi nombre, no.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Welcome to Poets in the Pub. How is my crowd feeling today? Good? Sweet? Good, good, good. You're in the beautiful parish of St. Peter in the wonderful town of Spikestone. Can I have a round of applause for Spikestone? Music next door. Can I have a loud round of applause for Spikestone? And we're at the Spikestone Global Freedom Festival, Poets in the Pub. My name is Janine White, and we're going to go right into this evening's list of extraordinary poets. And I want to welcome Angelo M. Lascelles first to the stage. Now, Angelo is one of my poets in theater. He's one of my brothers in theater, and he's also one of my brothers in the wonderful, wonderful team of Laugh It Off. And throughout his career, yes, give it up for Laugh It Off. Now, throughout his career, Angelo has established himself as a versatile actor who has worked extensively in countless theater and film productions over the years. Now, his association with the performing arts, however, is by no means limited to the stage. He is a proud graduate of the Barbados Community College Theater Arts program and has also taught theater arts to students preparing for their CXC qualifications. During his career, Angelo has had the great pleasure of working with multiple directors from Barbados and abroad. His recent credits include, but are not limited to, Tales in the Forest 2021 for UNCTAD 15, What's Good for the Goose 2018 and 2019 for Carrie Festa, Hallelujah Pork Chops 2017 for Carrie Festa 12, A Caribbean Dream in 2015, and Songs of Resistance, Echoes of Change, to name just a few. Now, since 2016, Angelo has also been a member of Laugh It Off. With extensive training and experience in theater, Angelo's next steps are to enter into directing and voice acting. But tonight, Angelo is going to come and read Margaret Gill's piece for us, Love Song of a Cane Cutter, to start this evening off. Welcome, Angelo Lascelles.
Thank you very much. It's always good to be in Spikestone. He likes it, be the bad. When I settle down, I get a house, I can build it, they St. Peter somewhere. So I can be close to Spikestone. Love Song of a Cane Cutter. We all know the song, Sugar Cane growing in me native land. Not the sugar cane to lip on me hand. You ever see a cane cutter? With the back to the wind and the bill in the hand, while you facing the cane, the body tall, and a smile from the lips. You just touch the cane, soft and smooth, like a lover. While the wind singing with the song and the shock tune. Then you just hold the soil and crush it fine, till it pour through your hand like the red, soft gold of the paradise sunsets that just slip through your hand and your hair. Then he's the all cutting and killing, with the bells swinging and his body singing. The only song of love that he know, the song of death to the sugar cane. See happy cane, see body curve, crack the whip, and the bell come down. Huh? You know that kind of work? That word that make go, huh? Bell flashing and slashing the cane from its roots in the soil, huh? And bleeding it life in the sticky blood and its juice. Huh? And the silent watcher and the massacre burn the memory in the cane cutter back. I'm gonna ask you, you ever see a cane cutter? Back to the cane when you facing the road and a smile on your face. It's the pleasure with the song he just sing. Love song of a cane cutter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Angelo. And I think that he deserves another round of applause. And that is Love Song of a Cane Cutter by Margaret Gill. So thank you as well to Margaret Gill for allowing us to use that piece this evening. I want to welcome now two of my newest children. Yes, I had children over the last few months and they are a little big for just recently being born. But I want to welcome two of my co-MCs today. I want to welcome the parish ambassadors for St. Peter, who will be assisting me in this Poetry in the Pub. So to my right is Miss Sierra Hurley. She is your female parish ambassador. And to her right is Mr. Rashad Phillips. I'm going to give them 2 minutes to introduce themselves, but these are the young faces that will be representing St. Peter. So they will be tagging along for everything that you will be seeing across St. Peter, across Spikesville. I want you to welcome them, and they will be co-MCs as well for this evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sierra Hurley, and I am from Brahma St. Peter, and I am your female parish ambassador. Woo!
Pleasant good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here. My name is Rashad Phillips. I'm your male parish ambassador. I'm from Black Beth, St. Peter, up in Black Beth and Mangrove, St. Peter. Thank you. Woo!
The next performer is Karen Thornhill. Karen Thornhill is from Boscobel, St. Peter. She is musically inclined and will be gracing the stage in song performing Well Done by the esteemed Dr. the Honorable Anthony Gabby Carter.
Good evening, everybody.
be afraid. Don't give up the struggle. Keep your head high. You will get by. And you will be playing your role well. You will be avoiding hell. Like the end of the day, at the setting sun, the Creator will say to you, well done, well done, well done, well done. Until be prepared, sadness and grace will cheer. Then suddenly things will get better. Don't be complacent. See the future. Stay loyal with me. Don't ever see the greed. Love your neighbors and you love your person. Life will be complete. You will be playing your role well. You will be avoiding hell. And at the end of your day, at the setting sun, the Creator will say to you, well done, well done, well done, well done. Country will find the time, creeping on down the line. Don't feel ashamed when you no longer can run and move like youngsters do. Sing all the wall, help them avoid life pitfalls, helping them through is really helping your own offspring to the same thing. You will be playing your role. Will be avoiding hell. At the end of the day, at the setting sun, the Creator will say to you, well done, well done, well done, well done, Thank you.
Thank you very much, Karen. Now, what is the song besides poetry with the melody behind it, right? And we all know that that Dr. Anthony Gabby Carter is a poet, and that is just one of the many special talents that we have in St. Peter. Thanks again to Karen. Our next performer is Irija the Dawn, and she will be introduced by Rashad Phillip.
Coming to the stage next is Irija the Dawn. She has an enthusiasm for words. Her admiration for words has inspired her to learn as many languages as she can. As one of her goals is to become an interpreter and language teacher. A self-penned spoken word artist, she began her court voyage in the late 2015. When she started writing short personal poems, from there she went on to write her first spoken word piece in 2017 for the National Independence Festival of Creative Arts, NIFCA. In this competition, she was awarded the bronze in literary arts category for a poem entitled The User Mind, the Predator's Point of View, and two more bronze awards for performing pieces entitled The Culprit and Outlandish Mind. In the following year, Irija has received a silver award in 2018 for Woman to You, a call to persons to elevate their respect for women. This is preceded by a gold award and awards for the best original entry, best performer, best performance, and best presentation in 2019. In 2019 for her spoken word Public Enemy #1. Irija is now author of the book Raw Soul. Irija is now author of the book Raw Soul. Raw Soul. Raw Soul again. A collection of poems showcasing her personality and feelings as she grew from a teenager into a woman. Irija the Dawn and her book Raw Soul have been nominated in 2021 Gainon Awards for Poet of the Year and Book of the Year, respectively. Aside from words, music, and arts, two passions of her, and by utilizing these, she plans to change the world positively. Irija enjoys writing stories, plays, songs, and poems, and her ultimate goal is to be the best-selling author and educator. She's coming to do two poems by the name Praying for It and Black. So ladies and gentlemen, here we are for Irija the Dawn.
Hi everybody. As you would have said, I go by Irija the Dawn and I've been writing poetry for about 7 years now. At first I started off writing small poems for myself and in 2017 I wrote my first spoken word piece. These two pieces I'm going to be doing are two of my more recent pieces. I ain't gonna lie and say that my mind don't go off one track sometimes. I go off track sometimes when I see the dimes that are Black women and men mentally stimulating me to the point that I might say call blame for it. Cause I crying for it. But not just because of aesthetics, but because of genetics. We are so genetically superior that the envious and unscrupulous became jealous and instilled a pernicious mindset into every Black man, woman, child, and fetus, making us lust after lackluster folly and aspire to be Hollywood stars when we own the galaxy, making us look to the Creator to create a bigger picture, a happier ending than the one currently trending. But no one could be our savior except the Black women and men in the mirror. So starting right here, right now, I'm educating my people on when, where, and how we can reclaim our wealth through revisiting history of self. Our history is rich with heritage on every page, but this has been obliterated from our minds to keep those confines on, to keep us confined in this pernicious mindset that we copied from the barbaric bandits. This is from slavery to emancipation. It was actually from royalty to slavery to colonization to capitalism. Up next was the pretense of integration, which was nothing more than flagrant fit and fabrication, where blacks were deluded into thinking we were being included to toil tirelessly alongside those whose scars we still bear. The need and greed of Europe further impeded African development to the point that centuries later, we find ourselves in no recollection of wealth, self, or sense. This soft tissue damage has such a mental impact that the bones remain intact, but the cognition of knowing when we are being exploited is fractured, fragmented, like our states of mind. If we think black on black crime could ever hold a candle to the billions of bodies brutalized under a certain monarchy, I got major respect for the black kings and queens, you know, the ones with the natural African sheen, the ones who carried entire nations between their shoulders and legs, who never reneged, begged, or pegged us as bottom tier, because the top is where we start and we can get back there. Some of our minds go washed until white to still differentiate between wrong and right and know that the term land of the free will never apply to you. That's till we get up and seize and depart from this disease like Toussaint would want, like Russell would be fussy to see. We stop letting usurpers enrich themselves off we agony. If not, then get be forward, back to the same savagery. But like I said, I go off track sometimes when I remember the crimes done by the wicked that do damage to me psyche. And when I remember, the only thing I think to be D-O-N-E is F-I-G-H-T. Even if it means dying for it. Because I see freedom, I crying for it. That's the end of my verses. The name of this next piece is Black. Forward, back. Back under attack. Back to that with crap. Back's back against the wall. Back to that small percent with the cent worth a cent. Back to downfall. We rise though. We fight, then oust that light, outbreak shame. Freedom of names when the system is the same, and we back to front. I gotta be black and blunt. Black on the hunt every month, black on black stunt to jump this curse, this evil force which pours from its pores into my purse. Our purses, we deserve it. This black play, it's rehearsed. This financial hearse, it's the worst. It's perversive. I write in curses. This black font is a curse. It's magic, ritualistic. This black wants a reverse of the birth of bullshit. Black is coming back with waves. Black tied to whitewash minds is a crime. They decline my black card and threaten not to reward for not retarding my king. But they in retard. This in freedom. This is a dumb show and we acting like we don't know that free is only a price they pay for me. That free is only a price they pay for me. That our freedom borders on barbarity, at least that's what them say to me. So we back, black, backwards, back to lack and crack pipes and Xanax and heroin, making us feel like heroes who fought off the throes of anti-blackness. Now we back on slackness. It's a rat nest and a rat race and a slap to the face. It's a disgrace, displacement, abasement, emancipation. A fancy word, but the translation is a lateral migration. Moving in the same direction, without inspection. No comprehension, just answering questions like, you black and proud? Proud, you black on your low, and it not too low, shrouded with heritage. Black is me, black is you, black is we. Leading our suckers before they take root, preventing us from ever reaping our fruits, to go and climb another's trees and beg for a taste, please. Black is bleak, currently. Black is currency. So we get black to our roots. And don't stoops when you hear black poetry. And don't stoops when you hear black poetry. And reduce me to just any black body. I am blackness embodied. It's embedded in me. I am black. I'm back to stir up that energy to make you see. Black is destiny. Black is a quest to be free. Black, often taken from you, but black, we make a comeback indefinitely. Thank you.
Wow, I don't think I can see much after that. That was very, very thought-provoking, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you. Can I get a round of applause once more? Thank you. Okay, our next performer is Miss Janine White. Janine White is an avid writer of poetry, short stories, plays, and dramatic presentations. She is a banker by profession, but enjoys time on stage as a performer. She has competed in a number of shows, poetry clashes, and even pageants. She is a former student of the St. Michael's Secondary School, Barbados Community College, and the University of the West Indies. She has studied in areas including sociology, psychology, and mass communications. Her skills as a poet have taken her to Washington, D.C. to compete in the International Symposium of Poets, where she was recognized as a Poet of Merit at the event. She has won a number of poetry slams and competitions, including BH. Okay, thank you. The Youth Poets, Barbados Writers Collective, and Barbados Writers Collective. She has also competed in the National Independence Festival of Creative Arts, NIFCA, where she won NIFCA Bronze, Silver, and Gold Awards. She has also won the Alfred Pragnell Award for Theater, along with several other awards, recognizing her skills in theater and the performing arts. Janine is also the recipient of the Prime Minister's Scholarship of 2012. Since 2014, she has been performing with Laugh It Off and performed with the team at the Laugh Out Loud Caribbean Comedy Show, and then at the Laugh It Off Road Show in Fort Lauderdale, Miami. She looks forward to developing as a performing artist and producer in the near future. Miss Janine White.
So that is me. Good evening. And today I will be performing two pieces for you. I'll do the first one now, and it's called She's Still Sweet. She was sweet. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Not too big, not too small neither. She was just right. Now I remember the night she born. The rain fall bad, 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 like the heavens open up. And the rain just come down to wet the earth to make ready for she. Now she was sweet, you know? And that night, people was fussy, panicking, ain't know what to do because this was to be the own sweet girl. She was always friendly. Friends are all, but she didn't body chatter like this. She come up hard in them cane browns. Get beat bad too. Get whipped too. But all them lashes make she the woman she is today. I would never forget. She had it ding dong with that cowboy Ronald Reagan, but she put it straight, you know, because she know what was going on and nobody come push you over. I talking about a sweet thing, you know, well endowed, with a good in front, a good behind, but of course a good up top too. So then you could imagine when them combo she telling she that them reduce she, devalue she, make she less than she was. No, now Sandy hold she hand and help make things right. So of course she accustomed with good company. You know, in Barbados we just talk about good company. She always keep good company. She come from a good stock, a good breed. Don't you ever forget that Barrel is her father. And she had them people around she like the breed, Bar Arthur, Adams, Thompson, Stewart. Can't forget Stewart, she helped she live big. But you see Mia? Mia like she bad, bad, bad. And Mia promise you that she can help make things go here right. You can remember them days? There's a plenty. When all but here was jacks and pilchers, flying fish by the hundreds, talk about guinea corn and green peas, kerosene oil by the pints. Huh? There's a plenty. I know what happened. But one thing is for sure. Once we come together and we hold she hand and we hold each other hand, we can rise up again in the Caribbean, inspiring, exalting, and free. So it don't matter if you call she Island in the Sun, Gem of the Caribbean, or sweet, sweet, sweet Barbados. You see my babe? I love you. And she's still sweet. Thank you.
Surely you have to do better than that. Another round of applause for Janine, please. Every time I get to know Janine more and more, it just blows me away, the talent she has. But coming next to the stage is a young man by the name of Zaire Wilshire. This young man is a fourth-form student of the best school in Barbados and in the world, the Alexandra School. For sure. He loves basketball and play his PlayStation 4. Who doesn't? He's a 15-year-old. I was born and raised in St. Peter, best parish again. This piece he is performing was also written by Janine White, once again, very talented Janine White, and was first performed by him in primary school. Zaire is also a NIFCA Silver Award winner, and he is performing the piece Stirring Cuckoo. Zaire Wilshire, give it up now.
I will be performing my piece Stirring Cuckoo. Not a thing in the world is better for breakfast, lunch, or late at night to warm your insides and make you feel all right. Nothing at all sweet or salty. Could test cuckoo with enough gravy. The recipe simple. I hear my granny recite it many times. It's basically cornmeal, water, the okras, and a lot of slime. You get a big saucepan because you might eat 2 shares. You need a cuckoo stick and muscles like a beer. You start easy. Just boil the okras till them thick and smooth. Now get ready to pour in your cornmeal. This is proper food. Stir till your muscles get big and your shoulders start to hurt. That's how you know you're doing good work. Stir the pot all the while your gravy got the place light up. And your cucumber pickle and your mom be there waiting in a cup. When your cuckoo moving nice, make sure it ain't having any lumps. If not, granny gonna come and give you 2 thumps. Then you scoop it in a bowl and roll it till it mellow cream. That's how you know the kitchen smell like a dream. Gravy with any kind of fish is perfect for this dish. Now when you're done eating, give the cup a big kiss.
Give it up for Malika. Give it up for Zaire, sorry. Coming next, we have a young lady by the name of Zola Sky Blackman. She's an interesting child. She's an interesting child, but carries a very dynamism that is unmistakable. She loves animals, and this speaks to her caring personality. She is a gymnastic. She loves gymnastics and doing handstands all around the house. All kids does. This piece is written and directed by Janine White, but Zola helped to add her own little flavor to it. In 2019, she was the first. In 2019 she was first time into the NIFCA stage and won a silver award with a piece entitled "Fast Talk and Slow Food." Today she will be doing another piece by Janine entitled "When I Grow Up, I Want to Be a Hawker." Give it up for Zola, y'all.
Everything fresh, everything right. Cheap and sweet, everything fresh, everything right. Cheap and sweet, When I grow up, I want to be a hawker. Yes, please. I think this thing over and over and over again. I asked my mother, I asked my father, and even the old lady next door. Because when I grow up, I want to be a hawker. My great-grandmother was a hawker, you know. She worked in historic and beautiful Spikestone. She would pack her tray every day to the brim. I will never forget red fruits bigger than my head, covered in black ants bigger than my nose. I thank the Lord them ants never bite me. I feel I would have died. Can't forget about the edibles, funny looking things. Yams were just as hairy and just as scary. But that don't change my mind. I think I can just shave them. Because when I grow up, I want to be a hawker. How about them green bananas? Looking like scary green fingers. Why can't they just wait until the poor bananas turn ripe? Cheese on, brothers. Just wait. And I hate green banana cuckoo. Sweet, sweet, sweet potatoes. Hot, hot, hot peppers. Onions, limes, parsley, and cucumbers for the Saturday sauce. No, it's today. If I don't become a hawker, sauce will be a thing of the past. But where else people gonna get them thyme and margarine? They are dependent on me. Cause my price is gonna be right. Fruits for all occasions and in every season. I done got golden apples, mangoes, hog plums and chili plums, fat porks and cashews. I was gonna have to talk back to my cousin in St. Andrew, but where else I gonna get them things? Sacrifices must be made, because when I grow up, I want to be a hawker. Working for myself, my own hours, my own boss. Everything fresh, everything right.
Cheap and sweet, cheap and sweet. Everything fresh, everything right. Cheap and sweet, cheap and sweet. Thank you very much, Zola Sky. And that is not Zola's original Nifka piece, but Zola loved that piece. I don't know because of the little song to the beginning, but that is actually a piece written for Tahira. Well, written for my grandmother actually, because my grandmother was a hawker in Spikestone, just on Church Street. And that was written for my grandmother. And Tahira Gibbons actually performed that piece and got a Nifka Gold, but Zola loves that piece. And Zola, give it up for Zola one more time. And our parish ambassadors are going to come and do their thing again and help me introducing the poets at Poetry in the Pub.
I don't know about y'all, but I can probably go home singing that song. Okay, our next performer is Malachi Hope. Malachi Hope has been writing songs from the age of 12 and has already been created in more ways than one. Now at the age of 20, he has evolved from just writing rap songs to writing 4 genres, performing at NIFTA for Alexander, writing poetry and recording songs with even more plans for the arts in the future. He hails from Spicestone in the district of Church Street Gardens. Ladies and gentlemen, Malachi Hope.
Tonight, I'm gonna try to do 2 pieces for y'all. The first one, let me see. The first one name is Don't Be Ungrateful, and I performed it recently. As I sway through life, like a slave boat on the Atlantic, and I think of how life could be so tragic, I thank my ancestors. Though this may sound crazy like a Mad Hatter's line, when I do my hard work and get paid what is mine, I thank my ancestors. For they did that work without getting that pay. It was day to day, slaving away, feet in the grave, hand on the cane, whip on the back, tears for the pain. And they worked and they strained, yet it be not in vain. Slavery was another demon slain by the hands of our Lord and the fight in our veins. But has anything changed? Some was all for the stage, and no rations turn minimum wage, and being born poor is the same as a cage. Ungrateful, I say. Our ancestors, they fought for this pay. Remember their name. While you link after work, they was linked up in chains on them ankles and wrists till the shackles be cut. And they couldn't by line. In them hell, they were stuck. In a shack, in the yard, like a dog in the pen. But they fought, and they fought, and they fought till they win. And they bought with their thoughts, but them had to begin to make moves for their kids and the ones who descend. So don't be ungrateful. Be happy. Be proud. And just like the kings and the queens that came before us, don't you ever stand down. I thank my ancestors. Yes. I thank my ancestors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This next one, the name is Coromantic. I am a warrior. I wear spiked swords, my shield I will slay through oppression with an iron fist. No more shall I exist as an asset, cast it off as a possession. I will become the king that Cuppy wanted to be. There is no one above me. I am the Coromantic, the lion, but like spiked stone, within me there is peace. I bite down and stick claws in my deepest beliefs. If I was born as a slave, then I'ma die as a chief, or at least that's the way I will feel. May we heal these wounds that were caused by years of vicious hatred, vicious envy by being treated like dogs, hard times bringing the worst of us all. I comprehend, sometimes I even take part. But my crown may tilt, but it will never fall. And I feel like this town can relate. A great city without debate is stable to this nation state. How much longer will we wait in the background of Fort Town, Bridgetown, and Oystons alike? Let's light a fire like the Akan did in 1675 and rise to the top of this nation. A certain dominance with every step. I am Cuffy, you are Cuffy. We all want to be royalty in the end. And I commend those who chose to rebel, who thought outside the box and excelled, and did what they wanted. They are the true freedom fighters. They are the true warriors. Those who go against the grain, will Space Stone do the same, or will you light that flame? The later is in your hands. It's up for you to decide. Thank you very much.
Wow. I think Malachi embodied perfectly how all Space Stone people feel about Space Stone. Give it a round of applause one more time. Our next performers are Northern Synergy. The group comprises of 3 young boys from the Alexander School, Zaire Wilcher, Damari Alcindor, and Jair Blanche. During the 2019 NIFTA, they performed a piece called You Can Do It, written by Philip St. Hill, who is the principal of the Barbados Embassy in Cuba. The piece is edited and was directed by Janine. Today, these young gentlemen will be doing a reading of their theater piece, Northern Synergy.
Living long, living out is not a myth, it's a distinct possibility. You can bat and bat strong as you advance towards your century. Life is given by God alone. He provides the breath for sure, but you can stay long at the crease and end up with a big score.
Eat right, act right, think right. Come to the wicket with a plan. Keep your eye on each ball and don't give away your hand.
Guard your stomach's entrance, like St. Peter guards the gate. allowing only the worthy to enter. Reflect that on your plate.
Make wise food selections, the ones the farmers grow, that are nurtured naturally to maturity organically are very near so.
Yams, sweet potatoes, corn, edibles. Eat them regularly.
Some thyme, parsley, onions, cucumbers, tomatoes, and rosemary.
And don't forget your stock of fruits.
Mangoes, oranges, grapes, and pears. Papaws, soursop, grapefruit too, will add more time to your earthly years.
Cut back on some beverages, the ones that stop you from walking straight, and whatever it is you're smoking, that could signal a bad fit.
Stop sitting down so much or sleeping in bed till late.
Go walking, do some exercise to help lower your pressure.
And we
Keep foul balls out of your mouth, like gossiping and telling lies. The speed with which they can get you out will take most people by surprise.
drop jealousy and swearing, like you would a hot potato, replacing with kindness and caring to add blessings as you go.
Be polite and considerate. Help a neighbor, relative, or friend. You'll begin to reap some benefits. Your innings wouldn't soon end.
Politeness, forgiveness, and patience. That makes these shots to play. Like vitamins, they strengthen the body, they keep you in a sway.
Come forward, volunteer, help a worthy cause, and see how every person that you help will represent a boundary.
Keep your faith in God strong. Let Him be your coach, so that for each ball you face in life, you would have the right approach.
Face each ball that comes to you.
Focus on your run chase. Whether life brings spin
Or pace.
Stay alone and strong at the wicket. Don't let no bowler cause you fear. And when the undertaker call you, put down the phone in the air.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. When they first did that piece, they're about 2 feet shorter and they were a lot smaller. But we are going to use this opportunity now to make a plug for NIFTA, right? Right? A plug for NIFTA because she wants to pour in you back. A plug for NIFTA. Good. So this next performer is one of my favorites, even though I met him just a few weeks ago. I met him at the Secret Garden and I fell in love with him. And I had to get his contact number. And he is Israel J. Allen. Now, Israel J. Allen is a 28-year-old gospel artist from London, England, who has the voice of an angel. And I can second this bio. He is born and raised in church. Israel's intense sincerity, dynamic vocal range, and skillful ad-lib ability has earmarked him as one of the notable UK gospel voices of this time. Said to have literally sung before he could talk, Israel has always had a deep passion for song and music, particularly gospel music. Raised in a musical household, Israel ate, slept, drank, sung, and music at any given chance. This is evident in Israel's vocal ability and delivery. And as a result, many have openly testified to the fact that Israel has something unique. The legend Kim Burrell, after passing him the mic at a London show, said, "This boy has something special." Donnie McClurkin also recognized this at a show in Italy and made similar comments. Now, since The Voice, because Israel was in The Voice, the UK hit show, where he once again amazed us all with the high-profile secular artist coaches Jennifer Hudson, will.i.am, and Sir Tom Jones and Gavin Rosedale, singing the famous Dream Girls hit, And I Am Telling You Now. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is by no means a regular performer. This is an extraordinary performer here at Poetry in the Pub, all the way from London, but he's living in Barbados now, and he is here to grace the stage at Poetry in the Pub. Welcome, Israel J. Allen.
Good evening, everyone. Nice to be here. Yes, I'm going to sing this song to you. Thank you to Janine and Poetry the Club for having me. So I'm going to sing this really famous, well-known song that you may know. It's written by Bob Marley called Redemption Song. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Oh, Pirates, yes, they were alive. So I died to the merchant ships. This after they took high from the bottomless pit. My hands were made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Number ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Oh, you have to sing these songs of freedom. It's all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. It's all I ever had. Redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Number ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can solve the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it, but we got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? It's all we ever had. Redemption song, these songs of freedom. It's all I ever had. Redemption song, oh, redemption song. It's all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption songs of freedom. It's all I ever had. Redemption song. God bless you guys.
So I'm gonna sell tickets right now for the Israel J. Allen concert. Yeah, definitely. So you see, know why I fell in love with him the first time I met him, and I knew I wanted him to be here tonight. And when he told me he was doing that song, I thought of this piece that I wrote. And I was invited to the opening of the Golden Square Center. And when I was there, it was like all these things were happening around me. And in the middle of the proceedings, I took out my phone and I had to write these words down. And it just is such a coincidence that Israel chose that song tonight, and I'm going to do this piece. How long shall they kill our prophets? Snuffed out on purpose? Because their sole purpose is extinction of you. Of you. Of you, not of me. Not of little black girls and black boys or of hardened men, or is it of supple, or is it of fertile women? Are we mere property? Chattel, cattle? You know, they will kill the prophets, they will try to demolish, to destroy, to render into a state of decay the ideas which you bore and birthed under these moonless nights in these fields and hills, to make them and you and me beyond recall. So the poet must rehearse, they must recite, they must resurrect in smoke, not in incense, in whispers, not in fanfare, but we must say it. And the stories of rebellion and thoughts and ideas of unrest, they wanted to wrestle and suffocate so that we can't breathe. But don't let them kill the prophets. Prophets that spoke and sang of hope. But then how they burned and decapitated and castrated mere thoughts that whistled through soft blades of cane, but then loudly embraced the rambunctious chink, chink, chink of coppers and pence. Will penance ever be paid? In whole, in part, in semicolon, without stop? So please let the prophets write and sing and tell tales that rose from ash, from dust, from prayers. Don't let them kill the prophets. You are one of them. Thank you. And just before the band takes over and we sway and rock the night away and drum out the music next door, I want to welcome our final performer at Poetry in the Pub, and she is Charlene Morris. And this is another sweet girl which I met and I fell in love with while we were performing and recording for a movie. And Sharon and I fell in love with each other and we stayed connected, and she is going to do a performance for you tonight. Yeah. And Charlene will be doing tonight Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday. Charlene's love for performing began at Operation Triple Threat Theatre in Barbados. She assisted in teaching at the Mustard Seed World Performing Arts School and at the Ascending Stars. She further graduated from the American Musical and Dramatic Academy in New York City. There she majored in musical theater and later had the opportunity to work with other passionate artists and directors in projects off Broadway. With her passion for acting, she also has a great love for singing, where she's greatly influenced and inspired by artists like Billie Holiday, Jill Scott, Gregory Porter, 2 Mile Hill, Esperanza, Spalding, and more. With every note she sings, she hopes to give you a peace and joy that would warm your heart. Welcome, Charlene Morris. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Janine. That was a really lovely introduction. This one I'm going to perform for you. It always touches my heart because I wasn't around that time, but
it definitely pricks. It pricks me, it pricks. And I feel like my blood just boils knowing the story that these words tell you. And so I hope that you feel and that you go on this journey with me with this song. Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves, blood at the root. Black body swinging in the southern breeze. Strange fruit hanging from the poplar tree. Pastoral scene of the gallant south, big bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the seventh smell of burning flesh. Here is the fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rise, for the tree to drop. Here is a strange and bitter here is a strange and bitter Thank you. Have a good night.
I'm sure y'all see why I walk about and fall in love with these people, right? Right? Can we have another round of applause for Charlene? And before we round off and turn over to the band, can I just have all you wonderful performers and contributors to the Spice Song Poetry in the Pub back on stage for a round of applause so everyone can see you. Israel, Charlene, Irija, Malachi, Northern Synergy, Nola, can we all just come on stage and let us all give you wonderful, talented people a wonderful round of applause. I'm just going to finish off this evening with this piece. We're recognizing our history, our heritage, our Blackness, and we're celebrating it at this Freedom Festival. I think that sometimes many people think it might be better to be white, to be black, to be bleached, to be bare, to be void sometimes of that maddening, menacing, but magical melanin. After all, it's only skin deep, so it might not be even any need to pee, especially if it will spare my life, lineage, or legacy. And who wants to be castrated or castigated simply because the kings of Egypt bathed me in the soot of their rich dynasty? I am born of greatness, but you can't see that. Whip after whip, scar after scar, skill after skill leaves me armored and reinforced, but you can't see that. Great sorrow, suffering, and sacrifice have brought me to this precipice, but you can't see that. And I mean, who the hell wants to be blacklisted when slavery already did that shit? Slave huts have become prison blocks, and they still hold us captive. And all the while, we still keep you captivated by the concepts of our mind, the depths of our soul, the kink in our hair, the spread of our nose, the plump of our lips, the rise and fall of our breasts and hips, the strength in our backs, and ooh, the color of our skin, which has earmarked us simply because the embers of burning and lynchings still smolder in the depths of our beings. So let me ask you again, who the hell wouldn't want to be black? Thank you. We're not going to have a rocking time. The bar is open. Armstrong has some food still. The bar is fully stocked. And we're now going to rock the night away with the songs of the band. 822.
tell me all on Jesus. Cause you know the thing that's just shitting about short ways in a great voice. But cause you welcome online and you like that. I know like that. I'm just falling, right through just in the corner. Why start so she went up there. Never was a back in the girl. Look, this beat so sweet, no flaws. Sweet girl, I'm on my finger. This beat so sweet, no flaws. You ever see? Like boys, like girls, like beer shake. Watching cheeks out to move as a big play. She made me hold on football, that's what I say. This beat so sweet, no flaws. Sweet up, tell me oh Jesus. Cause you know the thing is just in a great place. Look, cause you walk only and I like that. Pull up right, I know I like that. We're just falling, just in the corner. Why start so she would have never was a bad thing. You're gonna tell me oh. Look, fair face so sweet, no flaws. Sweet girl, no what's up here. Fair face so sweet, no flaws. Sweet girl, no what's up here. You like those sweet girl that's walk up the walk. Like boys, like girls, like beer shake. Watch the G start to move is a big click. She made me hold on for what that's me I said. Sweet small, sweet no flaws. Sweet girl, no walk up in your drawers. All I'm hoping for all you know, I'm putting your belly as the rest of the floor. Beer speak so sweet, no. Beer speak so sweet, no. Thank you. We got time for one more? Two more? Three? We got time for three more. Somebody said I gotta sing, but yikes. Yikes. That was just the spirit not getting me right, so what happened is that day probably ain't gonna happen for a long time. So them is still picking these songs, so we gotta see what we can. Right now.
saxophone, Mr. Justin Beard. On the bass, Mr. Elian Gordon. On the keys, Kima Brathwaite. On the drums, Mr. Shaquille Nelson. And I'm yours truly on the flute. And vocals, sometimes, not often. Sometimes. Adrian Odo, thank you so much for coming out and supporting. We hope you have a wonderful night. And thanks again for everything for my mother, who's kind of supportive sometimes. So I claim she tonight. Because she was at the front, you know. I claim she, you know, like she claimed me back, yeah. All right, got in. She asked me to rush she fucked me at home, so that's fine. She can pretend in public, but it's all right. It's all right, it's fine. Hold on, nobody never knew.
Like the birds.
Oh boy. Now here she goes embarrassing me. Boy. But thank you. Oops. Thank you so much again, people. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being receptive. It was a blast. Thank you so much. Where is our host? We actually don't have a mic, but
Yes, thank you very much. I thoroughly enjoyed 822. I've been asking them for a while for a quote. So I'm going to ask them now publicly, get you as witnesses, for a quote from them to perform at an event. Thank you.
Man, see what happened in here now. We got some fills here. Because funny enough, the guitarist was here last time, so he isn't here. He's on tour. This is our keyboardist, but he's filling right now. The drummer is actually at another gig. But give it up for my guy. He doesn't actually play with us, but he held it on pretty good tonight, so I think he deserves a round of applause for sure. For sure. And fun fact about this guy here that plays bass, this is actually his first instrument right here in my hand. He kind of, I don't want to say he left me, but he kind of left me there. But he on to, I don't want to say big on better things because, you know, he's on to, it's okay, okay? It's okay, no need to show off, it's okay, it's fine, right? But once again, we're gonna tell you guys, thank you, good night. I don't know if there's some sort of DJ or any kind of music that's supposed to be playing right about now, but if you can't hear me, I like some music, some background music, some ambient noise for the people who are still here. Echo, 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 echo. I don't think she can hear me right now, so we can just, thank you, Kima. So I think we can just wrap it up for now, and when we get there, we get there, so good night, everybody. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
I was really going.
So now the hard work begins.